This is Karoll-Ann for fun. I am the CEO of Facebook. The CEO. Oh my God! No, no! Please, Mark Zuckerberg. I'm so sorry, sir. So sorry. No, I am the CEO of TaxFit. Okay. Yes. Sorry. Okay. So today I come to you with Raquel Fisher. Okay, Raquel is part of the TaxFit team, and I know a lot of you have questions about the stimulus package that was released, what are the criteria, what this is about. So I'm like, it will be more effective if we have a video that we can send to all of our clients. So first of all, we want to thank everybody so far this year that have been loyal to TaxFit. We appreciate you so much. Without you, there is no us. And we have been blessed. Everybody has been cooperating in not having live appointments since they ordered, social distancing. We transform all our appointment as phone call appointment because TaxFit can do your taxes online, via phone. We have been very careful sanitizing the office. And last week, we had to make a decision for the most part of the team to remain home so they can be safe with their family. Those are difficult times, and our prayers goes to New York.
Yes.
Okay. New York need a lot of prayers and positivity sending their way. If you know someone, if you have been affected, you are in our heart. It will take all of us as the human nation to survive this.
Yeah.
So we're trying to remain positive. So what is a stimulus package? The government, the IRS, would like to give some type of relief. So Raquel yesterday, she really dived in and familiarized herself on everything that you guys want to know. And we received many questions from our client. So we're going to try to address the question that have been sent. If you have more questions, please do text us at 754-423-4234 or email us. You know where to find us. Well, Raquel, before we dive in, I would like to thank you so much because you had to stop everything you were doing yesterday and become my eyes, my ears, because we want to bring this information to our clients. So, what exactly? This is the first thing that we heard. What is exactly? Is it true that the government actually giving a stimulus package?
They are. They are most definitely for taxpayers that filed in 2019 or in 2018. If you filed one of those returns, you are eligible to take part in the 2.2 trillion, that's with a T, $1 trillion coronavirus stimulus package that's going on.
Well, thank you. That's one major key component right now because I know that a lot of people at the moment that you receive some information about that package and that you realize it was based on your taxes, you start freaking out because a lot of people did not file the taxes yet. At TaxFit here, we are booked until April. So they give you a chance. So it's not only based on the 2019, it's also based on the 2018, which is great for people that have not filed yet.
Yep.
So, of course, the next question is, how much am I getting?
Well, it breaks down like this. If you made less than $75,000 for the year, then you're going to receive a one-time payment of $1,200. That's $1,200 for yourself as an adult. If you filed with children, you're getting $500 per child. If you made between $75,000 and $99,000,
you're a big baller.
Yeah, the amount of money you make is going to be based off of a sliding scale. If you made more than $99,000, a bigger baller per se, then you're not getting any stimulus at all. They're just not doing it if you made over $99,000. If you filed as a couple, your thresholds are doubled.
Wow. Wow. You know, I'm always amazed when they're talking about phasing out some of the credit, or when they judge and they always have $75,000. It's like a huge income for the IRS. I know families, 75,000 is nothing.
No.
But at least you guys getting something. So that's good to know. So a lot of people would like to know, so where do they sign up, or do they have to sign up? What's the next step?
The next step is sit back, relax, and wait. There's nowhere to sign up, nothing to do that you haven't done already. You've already filed your 2019 return. If not, you've already filed your 2018 return. Based off of those, that's the number that they're going to use to decide if you fall within that 75,000 or 75 to 99,000 threshold. And then they're going to send you the check also based off of that return. So if you had it directly deposited to your account, it's that account information that they're going to use to send you your check. If you didn't file with account information, they're going to mail you the check to the address on your 2019 or 2018 return.
Yes, and that bring up a very important point. If you're no longer living at that address, I don't know, the IRS do not forward those checks. So
to answer the question she's not asking right now, what they're doing is they mailed you your check or deposited your check or any way they sent you your money. They're also going to send you a letter in the mail. Mm-hmm. That letter in the mail is going to tell you how much they sent you and where they sent it. If they mailed it, if they directly deposited it, that type of information. With that piece of paper, if you did not have the funds to match what's on there, there's going to be a number you can call. They're going to ask you information on it, maybe a tracking number or something like that. And you can use the information specifically on that notice to say, hey, where's my money?
That's great to know. There is someone that called the office and said, okay, I haven't filed my 2019 yet. So how quick do I need to make an appointment with TaxFit? So I guess at the beginning of the video, we did answer that. It's not only based on the 2019, it is also based on the 2018. So they really put thoughts into this. They really are trying to give in to people, to help, okay? So they knows that many people didn't file, and that's why they also put in there the 2018. So if you haven't done your taxes yet, do not panic. Yes, still make an appointment with TaxFit and we will serve you over the phone, but they will go based on your 2018.
Yep.
Okay, so I know there's a lot of questions that's going to be repetitive, but of course this is what is going through the people's mind at this moment. So how do I know where they send the money, or even when? I think that's really tally to what you just said.
Yep.
They will send a letter, and this letter is going to be a normal letter, so this letter will be able to be forwarded. They will not forward the check, but the letter, if you have a forward address, they will send you the letter and they will tell you this is how much that they qualify you for, this is how much the check was. And if you don't have the check, you can use that letter to reach out to the IRS so they can forward the check for you where it's supposed to be.
Yep, it is going to have specific information for you to, when you call the IRS, that's the information you want to give them so you can locate your check or your deposit where it was made.
So what about the people with Social Security disability?
If you are eligible for Social Security, you are also eligible for this stimulus check. Social Security, disability, even if you're unemployed or a veteran, you will still meet the stimulus criteria as far as 75,000 more or less that. But other than that, you will still be getting your check in the mail direct deposited.
Yeah. This is very important, Raquel, because that bring up, there's a class of citizen that receive Social Security. And when they receive the Social Security, if they only have Social Security income, they're not obligated to do their taxes. So this is great news for this class of people. So it's not going to be based on your tax filed, because you don't have to file tax. If you receive Social Security, so they're also taking of you, and you will receive the stimulus. That's great news.
Yep.
So far, I love it. So someone asked, what if my tax return was garnished because of student loan? Will this stimulus payment be garnished also? That's a very great. Why were you acting like you're?
Because I like giving good news, and I'm actually able to answer this with the answer you want to hear. No. As a matter of fact, the Department of Education has temporarily stopped all processes of Treasury offsets and administrative wage garnishments.
Oh my God. Yes, because it's never great news, and you need to stay tuned to the end of the video, because we have more great news for people that actually they garnish their refund this year because of student loans. So that's very great news, that what you can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I can tell you a little bit more now.
Okay.
If your 2019 refund was posted on or before March 13th, that date is important. March 13th. It was a Friday the 13th.
That's mean the early
actually,
filer.
if I think about it. If you experience garnishments, the Department of Education will actually be refunding the amount garnished in the form of a check. It'll be mailed to the address provided on your 2019 return. If your federal tax return was processed before March 13th, they're not doing anything. But after March 13th, you will be getting that money back.
By the way, I don't know if it's going to be part of that live, but when they garnish your refund because you owe student loan, there's still something you can do. So that was not on the agenda today, but I want you to know that there is special circumstances if you're in distress, if so they will refund part of that money. But for the March 13th, they're actually going to refund everything. So with that said, I want to say, because I know there's a lot of people that their mailing address is different from their real address, or they move. So I want to tell you, the first thing that I would do right now, today, go to the post office. Tomorrow morning, the IRS has a form. If you go to irs.gov, and then in the search criteria, put change of address, because they're not going to release the fund now. I'm not saying that it's going to help you right away with when they're going to release the fund, but at least they will have this form on file that officially you tell them that you change your mailing address.
Yep.
So I would fill out that form, mail it, so at least when the stimulus start coming in, and if there's a problem with your address, you can say, look, listen, I did send a change of address form. I'm sure that will make everything so much more easier. And this is to tell you, a lot of people, they don't know the importance of this, but basically the real set of protocol you should have followed is, when you change addresses, you were supposed to send that form to the IRS, not wait when you're going to file your next taxes and then, okay, you put it, the IRS will update it. So just take this as a lesson. Here at TaxFit, we prepare that form for free.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we can help you if you need to change your address. Okay. So why March 13? I mean, because most people did file the tax between January 15 and in February. Most people, you had tax rate at the end of February last month. We already had processed. Okay, I'm not going to say the number because we do have a contest going on. But why March 13, Raquel?
Well, that date was chosen by the Department of Education as a result of President Trump's executive action related to the COVID-19 national emergency. They, based off when he made that statement, they backdated it to the 13th at that point. So it wasn't anything you did or I did. That's the date they chose, and that's the date they're going with.
Well, I want to have a positive words for people that maybe they're thinking they're not going to qualify, the garnish and a file before the 13. This is really, I want to say that what I've seen going on is they truly want to help.
They do.
Okay? So if this is not enough, I'm sure they're going to try to come up with something else. I really see that they're trying to help because what's happening right now, the pandemic, is everybody is affected, and that's why I call it us as a human nation, because when we facing catastrophic worldwide, it's no longer a matter of the color of your skin, it's no longer a matter of where you're from, what language you're speaking. We just one afraid of this uncertain time, and I can really say that they're trying to help.
Yeah.
So do not be desperate. They are trying to help. So one client did text, what about if I am out of work? How does this $2.2 trillion affect me? That's one that I have to count. Remember.
Well, part of this $2.2 trillion isn't just, the stimulus. It helps hospitals that are it helps the bigger corporations, it helps the smaller little jobs, the mom and pop jobs around, but it also is helping people who file for unemployment. There are a lot of people that are out of work right now, if even temporarily. I know someone very close to me cooks food for the airlines, and that's not somebody you think of, but the person who provides the food for the airplanes now doesn't have a job because nobody's flying and there are no flights. So if you are a furloughed employee, which just means that you're temporarily out of work, or if you're unemployed, again, due to the coronavirus, based off of how much your state already applies for unemployment, anywhere between $200 to $550, depending on the state you live in, there will be an additional $600 a week for up to 4 months.
Wow, this is amazing.
So they haven't specified yet if they're going to cap it at how much you were making before. Like, I was only making $500 and they're only going to give you $5. We'll give you that full like $750 or something like that. But they, it is still hopeful that you'll be getting at least how much you were making, if not more, which more money I'm always okay with. The other set of people that this touches, which is, as you said, they were actually trying to help. It helps unemployed people. It helps furloughed people. It helps gig and contract workers, which is your Lyft drivers, your Uber drivers, and it also helps self-employed people. I mean, this stimulus package, as far as like the unemployment part of it, they're really trying to help any and everybody who just basically is affected financially by this pandemic.
Wow, this is so much great information that you're giving me. Uber and Lyft drivers, because we have so many Uber and Lyft drivers, and that is great news for you guys. They're really trying to include everybody. This is all well and good. How does this affect my taxes next year? Well, we receive like at least 100 of this specific question. So will I have to pay back the stimulus money that they give?
I don't know what they'll say later, but as it stands right now, this is just going to count as part of your income for 2020.
Yes. Well, that's fair. It is income. Later on in our next live, I will tell you about everything that can be income, because I have so many calls of people that didn't know when you settle with a company. Let's say you had a credit card and you tell them, I owe you 10,000. Instead, can I just pay you 1,000? And they tell you, yes. So 9,000 is income for you. So I will not straight away too far from the subject that we are on, but yes, a lot of people had a nasty surprise after, like, they owed the IRS money because they didn't think they have to include that. Anything else that we need to know?
The best part, or one of the things that's most important in this is new territory for everybody. We have not experienced a global pandemic like we are now. So as they're trying to chart the waters and figure everything else out, what I can tell you with this is that the best part, especially for me, is you don't have to do anything. You just have to wait for the money to arrive.
Yes.
With the student loans, you just have to wait for that check to come back to you. With the stimulus check, you just have to wait for that money to be deposited into your account. For the unemployment, you do need to file and follow that regular unemployment filing protocol. But other than that, sit back and wait.
That is great news. That is great news. We need anything that's positive right now to hear. So what you have to do is staying safe, protect you, protect your loved ones.
Yes.
Learn as much as you can, because this is the thing. Everything is scary when you don't understand it.
Yeah.
Once you understand it, you're okay. So there is a lot of prevention method that has been shared. I can tell you at TaxFit what we do here. The doorknob are wiped with Clorox 3 times a day.
At least.
Yes. And then we have, thank God, we already had some hand sanitizer. We will not say the name. Toward the office. Every morning, I drink water with lemon. And then I keep drinking warm liquid throughout the day. I wash my hands often. I try to not touch my face. I try to do what you can. Do what you can and prevent. Try to educate yourself as much as possible. And if unfortunately you are contaminated, try to quarantine.
Yep.
Or go to the hospital, find help, but protect the other people by not spreading this more. So guys, that's what we had for you today. TaxFit. When I say working around the clock, working around the clock. Most of the team is home, but I'm here from 9 a.m. to midnight every day. I know that you need your taxes filed. I've tried to give you my best. I want you to know that TaxFit is a family company, and we love each of our clients. Raquel is new to the team, but she can tell you how many times she tell me her name and I said, I have a story about that client. You know that client? So it's like I know almost all my clients by first name, and they are very dear to me. So I'm going to go back into doing the taxes. If you didn't file yet and you did not make an appointment with us, we can do your taxes over the phone where you safely stay at your house. And I think the ending word is you don't have to do anything. The government really, the IRS really want to help. So a lot of people that your money has been garnished after March 13, you will get that huge check. Because I know people, they took like 8,000, 9,000. It's never a good surprise. And as we get new words, we will definitely come and bring the news to you. Raquel, thank you so much. Okay, that was well delivered, and I appreciate, that we kind of do not do the distance, the social distancing they call. Anyway, so may God bless you. May you remain safe with your family. And then you are dear to us. God bless.
Bye.